Hey everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to come live to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. And today I'm going to be sneak peeking something that comes out in Stampin' Up's September through December 2025 holiday catalog. So a week from tomorrow, a week from Wednesday, the holiday catalog is live, as well as a host of brand new online exclusives, and you'll be able to order to your heart's content. But I think one of the things I love most about being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator is the sneak peeks. I have terrible FOMO. If you know what FOMO is, it's the fear of missing out. So I love getting things ahead of time and seeing them and playing with them. So that's kind of what drives me. So this suite that I'm playing with, the Peaceful Garden, was also available to demonstrators for a demonstrator event. So I've had a lot of time to play with it. So I'm going to share a whole bunch of samples. So if you love samples, stay tuned. Lots and lots of samples. Well, 14 probably samples, and then I'll make one of the cards to show you and show you some components of the suite as well. So welcome to my Tuesday morning live here in Arizona, where we had a huge dust storm last night that they call, maybe I shouldn't say it online, but it's a haboob. But it was really crazy. Lots of pictures online. Maybe you've seen them. But life goes on, and we still have power, and everything is good. So, all right, well, let's just pop down to the workspace and get started, and I'll show you the components of the suite. And like I said, this is the Peaceful Garden Suite Collection, and it will be in this gorgeous new catalog that goes live next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow. If you aren't currently working with a demonstrator and you need a catalog, give me a shout. I'll get one in the mail. My catalogs have been going out through Stampin' Up's mailing selector as well. So the first component is the Piece on Earth stamp set, photopolymer, so you'll be able to see everything for easy placement on your paper. One of the things I really like about this stamp set is that Christmas, peace on earth, peace, love, and joy. But if you're looking for other sentiments as well, this will fill the bill. Big hugs for a good friend with deepest sympathy, heartfelt prayers, all the best in your new adventure, maybe retirement or even a wedding, love, and some builder words. So that's you'll see some of my samples. So if you love samples, stick around. So that's the stamp set. There are the dies, the Peace on Earth dies, and there are frames, coordinating frames that you can stamp and then frame it. A couple of different doves, a sprig, some little starbursts, more sprigs. So those are the dies. There is also an embossing folder. It's called the Peaceful Greenery embossing folder. This is what it looks like. Kind of up close. This is what it looks like, and it's meant to fit those label die cuts perfectly. So that's that. Also designer series paper. Of course, I love blues, so this is perfect for me. I'll just quickly go through the sides. Very versatile. So you do have your holiday images, but you have some neutral images as well. And I did use a lot of this designer series paper in my card samples, so you will see that. Those are the sides. I've cut that into 6x6. Speaking of designer series paper and 6x6, I am offering a paper share for those who want to get a sampling of all the papers in the new Stampin' Up! Mini catalog as well as the online exclusives that are coming out. Give me a shout if you need some information about that. Good way to look at and feel and touch the papers before you decide what you want more of. Then, I just love glimmer paper. So here are 6x6 of the glimmer paper sheets that are in that suite as well. And then, of course, we have to have some ribbon. Oh my gosh, this Misty Moonlight and Silver Edged ribbon is gorgeous, as well as the, they're called the Hues of Blues flowers. And I actually made, I think I might have made a 4th of July card, and I colored those red with the red Stampin', real red Stampin' blends. So, but all the different, we have Secret Sea, Misty Moonlight, cloud cover, and then just some white gems. So that's what's included in the suite. Just gorgeous, really fun to play with. So let me start by showing you the samples, and then I will make a card at the end. Remember that the instructions for the card will also be on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. So here, this first card, Peace on Earth, that's a gatefold. So it, I have a glimmer paper dove with some other glimmer paper leaves. You saw those. And I had an extra little dove, so I went ahead and put them in the middle. So there's that. Okay, well, how many doves is too many on one card? I just wanted to see what it would, what do you think? Too many doves? So that's another holiday Peace on Earth using the designer series paper. And I also want to thank everybody who's joining me this morning. Give me a shout. And if you're watching the replay, I love that as well. I just hope you enjoy what you see here today. I've used, thrown in some other products as well. The textured notes dies for that frame as well. And then these, I can't remember the name of the gems, but I found the Secret Sea and they're glimmery. So love that. Okay, I just was playing around with some different layouts. So here's, it doesn't necessarily have to be a holiday Christmas card, but just heartfelt prayers. I used the Secret Sea glimmer paper, and then just brought in some other of the Secret Sea in color ribbon as well, and the in color flat pearls. Tell me, too, which one's your favorite as I'm going through. I really love this one as a holiday card. They're in no particular order. I just put them in a pile. Use the Peace, Love, and Joy from the stamp set and the dove from the... Correct me if I'm wrong, if it's not a dove. Sometimes I get my birds and my animals wrong. A little bit of the designer series paper as well there. Just a real classic of Secret Sea and the Peace on Earth. I'm using that embossing folder just with white. Have to have the glimmer paper. Love that. And the gems as well for that really quick and easy card. If you need something reproducible, I think that fills the bill. Another a little bit different. So I use the Misty Moonlight for the base, the cloud cover, Misty Moonlight, cloud cover, and then I was able to use that Misty Moonlight ribbon with the dove again. But again, just really goes together very quick and easy. Trying lots of different things. It's just fun to sit down with a brand new suite and just create. So there's another, the Peace on Earth, more of the glimmer paper, that ribbon. Lots of possibilities. All right, here is another one. Just took the, I think that's the 2 3/8 inch circle punch and punched out different pieces of the designer series paper and added the dove as well with the sentiment, peace, love, and joy. Another Peace, Love, and Joy. Just took 1 by 3 strips of the designer series paper and a strip of the just basic white stamped with Secret C. Changed it up just a little bit. Used the different papers and the 1x3 strips, but changed it into all the best in your new adventure, so somebody possibly could use that for a retirement card or a new job, new home, new marriage. Now, this one combines the Jar of Joy bundle with some of the components of that Secret Garden suite, the designer series paper, the glimmer paper, the ribbon, the gems. All right, I had to have a sympathy card, so just use different pieces of the designer series paper, the Secret Seed gems. There we go. All right. And big hugs for a good friend. Strips of designer series paper measuring 5 by 1 1/8. And then I used the label from the stamp set, and then also change that up and put that in a circle. So lots of different ways that you can use the stamps and the elements. So I don't know if anybody's commenting, that I don't see any. So if you're commenting and I'm not commenting back, I apologize because I don't see any. So that's okay. I just want you to know in case I'm not answering any questions. So this is the card that I'm going to just recreate for you today using some of the products. It's a fun fold, a really easy fun fold. It's the front gatefold. You could also fashion a belly band around that and slide that on. So the components that you will need for that card is your regular 8.5 by 5.5 sheet of cardstock, and we'll do some scoring on that as well. That's Secret C. Then I have the 5 1/4 by 4 basic white. I have my 2 labels already die cut. And I have the designer series paper that measures 5 by 1 5/8, and then the basic white is 5 1/4 by 1 7/8. So I have 2 sets of those, and then I've already die cut a couple of the doves for you, quickly, and a couple of these little sprigs. So on some of the cards, I don't know if you noticed, I wanted the doves to fly a little bit differently. So you can see in here, they're facing this way. And so I had someone say, well, if you wanted to change the direction, just change how you would put the die cut the dove. So this is how the dove would be facing this way. But if I wanted him to fly the other way, I would just turn the glimmer paper around and die cut it like that. So quick tip for if you wanted to change those doves around. So for making this fun fold, you will need your paper trimmer. Let me move all the pieces out of the way. And I'm fairly certain I'll be searching for some of these pieces here in a second. But alrighty, so with my designer series paper here, I am just going to score on each side at 2 1/8. And our trimmer makes it really easy to do that because there are score marks for there are little tick marks for the measuring marks for the 16ths. So I'll just score on each end at 2 1/8, and then I can set that aside, and I'll grab my bone folder. And this makes your front gate fold. I'll bring the card back in here in a minute. And then your fold will meet right in the front, and then you'll be able to decorate as necessary. Okay. So simply, once you have your paper cut, these go together pretty quickly. As a reminder, the designer series paper is 5 by 1 5/8. This is the Peaceful Garden Suite I'm working with. It will be available next week, next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow, with when that holiday catalog goes live. And there are just some really, really fun, brand new products for fall, winter, Christmas, miscellaneous, not dyes, paper, just, I've been fortunate to be able to play with a lot of it, having so much fun. So you will be seeing quite a bit of that in the coming weeks and months. And hopefully you'll be inspired to get started on some holiday card making. All right, so then that just goes right on the front, and I'll put that one here as well. Okay, and then I'll stamp. Those are the labels from the Peace on Earth dies. I have that all ready on my block. The Secret Sea, which is quickly becoming my most favorite color right now. I love Night of Navy, but the Secret Sea is just so deep. It's just deep, rich. It's just, so one thing too, when I did stamp for this card, I did not put the Peace on Earth in the middle. I wanted room for my bird, so I moved that. I stamped it over to the right just a little bit more, so it wasn't so crowded when I tried to put that glimmer bird dove. I'm calling him a dove. I'm hoping it's a dove. All right, so there is that. I could pop this up, but I am going to just do it flat with the seal. Might as well go ahead and put my basic white piece in as well. And, oh yes, we'll have to add, I want to add the little sprigs to that as well. And if you had extra pieces of designer series paper, you could certainly decorate the inside. That would be lovely. And then I did cut that extra glimmer paper. So I will put him inside as just a little fun embellishment inside. Could also stamp. There isn't the dove, there isn't that stamp in this set, but there are other things you could stamp. So I have these fun little glimmer sprigs that I die cut from the set. So I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive on the back, and then I can, actually I was going to just clip a little of the flower off as well so it didn't stick out. And then I can attach the little sprigs to the back wherever. Well, actually that was a really bad idea, because I am going to want to put my label on. What I should have done is put my sprigs on the white so that they're tucked right in here. So that's going to be a small little problem. But actually I have another label. So what I'll do is I'll just gently tear that off. See, we can make any kind of adjustments that we need. It will have maybe a little different look, but all the colors coordinate. So yes, so sometimes I make the card and then forget the little steps that I need, but definitely don't want to glue that card shut on the front, because you'll want to write in the middle. So good thing I had an extra piece. I usually have lots of little extra pieces left because I've always experimenting with the set to see what I like, and sometimes things work and sometimes they don't. So like I mentioned, I'm going to want to put the adhesive on this side so that the card will open. So I'll just put a couple of swipes of the adhesive here, kind of center that in the middle, and put the bird on with some. Again, I apologize, I'm not seeing any comments. There's always something a little different with Facebook, but, or it could be me as well, who knows. All right, and I don't know if you can see that on the card, but I do have gems. I did put a couple of the white, 3 of the white, they're really called hues of blue flowers. And maybe I could put them where you might be able to see them and switch out the color. Oh, what do you think? Oh, the white seems to be, and where's a little one? Right here. And then we'll put one down in the corner. So that is a quick front gatefold using Stampin' Up's Peaceful Garden Suite that's new next week in the September through December 2025 mini catalog. If you hadn't joined from the start, I'm just quickly going to lay out all the other cards I created, showing you some of the many different samples and options. And as you see, I didn't even change up the colors. You could, if you like traditional colors of red and green, you will be able to choose some designer series paper that fits that, so you could still use the sentiments. But lots of, I had a lot of fun creating with this. As you can see, lots and lots of samples. I love that sympathy card. I know we hate to make them, but people really appreciate receiving them. And my Wild and Crazy with the three doves on them. And there we are with our other cards. So thank you so much, everyone, for joining me today. Remember, these Facebook Live videos last 30 days, so if you missed it and you want to see it, you can also find me on YouTube at Kim Plays with Paper. So check there. Thank you. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. I hope you're inspired. I hope you love the new mini catalog. So I hope you have a great rest of your day, week, and weekend. Until next time, everybody, happy stamping. Bye-bye.